this beer into my water glass.
I have a cold. Suddenly I don't know what buttons or what. That doesn't make any sense.
I'm really glad I didn't pour this beer into my water cup.
Oh, did I go live on Instagram?
Yeah, please push the damn button, Phil. Welcome, everybody, back to another episode here of the Wish You Were Beer Show. We should be live on Instagram. Please go there, double check, comment, like it from Instagram so that we can lie about how many views we get there consistently.
Yeah, 3.
If you're unfamiliar with the show, thank you for stopping by. This is a weekly beer review show that we do weekly.
We do every week. Every Thursday. At 8 p.m.
Is it every week?
You know what's funny is I thought about that a couple of days ago. I was like, man, I would do the beer show next week. I really enjoyed the previous week. And I was like, holy shit, we do it every fucking week. I forgot all about that, which is great. So you can catch us here live on YouTube. You can also follow along with us through all of our social medias that are posted there at the bottom of the page. You know, the regular players, Instagram, X,
Twitter.
What's X? You can't call it Twitter anymore.
I actually remembered to throw the link on there today. So
Did you? I feel like that's the one we always forget about at this point.
Yeah, because I got to do it manually. That's it.
I know. I think I'm just going to start posting small pornographic clips. That seems to have a lot of traction on X currently, based off of our page that I use for Twitter searching. But I feel like we'd get some traction.
Yeah, when I look through the likes that you're liking on our Twitter account,
you can see that?
Yeah.
Oh no.
A lot of inappropriate things.
Oh no, I gotta read an internet book. I am not good at this. But yeah, if you follow along with us through all of our social medias, that's where you can see kind of what we're doing individually, what we get into on the weekends, what beers we're drinking, what breweries we're hanging out at. You can also visit our website listed there at the top of the page, wishyouwerebeershow.com. That does have a list of all of our past episodes. It's got some blogs. It's got a wonderful merch store where you can pick up Wish You Were Beer Show paraphernalia. That's probably the easiest. You what?
Looking at that merch store.
Yeah. Start looking at it just in case you win trivia tonight. Not that you have a say in the prize, but still. But if you go there and you want to support the show, that's probably one of the simplest ways. Buy a shirt, buy us a beer, follow along with us through all the social medias, XYZ. Tell your friends about the show if you enjoy it, or if you enjoy beer in general and have folks that like beer as well. Feel free to pass it along to anybody, even if you think it'll piss them off, because that's fun too. As always, I'm Daniel. This is Tiffany. That is Phil, who I assume is. Are you on your phone? What are you doing?
I gotta run the show. Let me run the show.
Does that involve being on your phone? It just seems rude.
It does.
Okay.
Not everyone can run the show.
I know. We've done it alone, and it's a train wreck.
You always talk through the opening, blah, 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 blah. I'm letting you do your thing. You let me do mine.
Yeah, but what if I was doing it like this? Anyway, the show tonight is going to...
Well, that would be weird, but I wasn't talking.
Oh, God. So you don't have to pay attention.
No, not during the intro.
Him out like an employee in
it's my favorite
meeting.
It's a favorite.
Like, Phil, I'd really appreciate if you paid attention in this.
There's no Kool-Aid in the office.
We're going to be discussing some really important topics, and I'm going to need your input.
Exactly. Phil, I want to know what you're drinking. I know you've been a little under the weather, but I don't know what this pink drink is, and I'm very interested.
Yeah, I don't drink in meds too often.
What?
I know. Sometimes it helps.
That increases the medication and the alcohol all at the same time.
This is just Robitussin mixed with water,
I'm just cutting my tussin with water.
I can drink my tussin all day. So.
No ODing over here.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with this.
Hydrating at the same time. It's ridiculous.
I'm really happy that we've already got 3 players in our queue because they're ready for tonight because they think this is all trivia all night, which it will be.
It is.
It will be. If you're unfamiliar with the show, we do a fair amount of trivia, but tonight we decided to do an entire show of all trivia. So it'll be an elongated version of trivia, if you will.
Okay.
But we're going to do trivia almost for the entirety of the show once we clear a couple other little things. So If you're unfamiliar, go to Kahoot. You can go to kahoot.it. Our game pin's at the top of the chat. We'll stroll it down at the bottom of the screen as well. Or if you have the Kahoot app as well, you can use that. Go ahead and make a team beer name for your trivia. We will be giving away a prize tonight to the winner of trivia.
Correct.
I think this will be the first time that trivia actually means something.
Yeah.
Yes.
So take it seriously.
Yeah, or invite your friends so there's more competition and you have less of a chance. It's
Correct.
kind of like the lottery.
And it's going to be very difficult to find another Wish You Were Beer Show branded sex toy. So you're going to want this prize.
Yeah, it's true.
Trust me, you're going to want it.
That's a back massager. It's for the back.
Oh, well, I'm not giving mine away then. You can count on that because that thing's a hoot.
You've just been trying to massage your back through the inside. That's all you
It's called a prostate exam. And yes, it works. Prizes, I have no chance. As soon as it means something, I'm worthless. I love it. So like I said, go ahead and go through Kahoot. Try to get in as soon as possible so that once we get started, you're up and running and ready to win prizes.
I'll tell you right now, it maxes out at 10, and we currently have 5.
Nice.
So
Nice.
Get in there.
Get in there.
Takes your spot.
Yeah. So we're going to get to trivia here in a few minutes, so make sure you follow along with that. But we are going to do a quick beer news story tonight, mainly because it's near and dear and close to Tiffany's heart. So roll that beautiful beer news footage.
Hello, and welcome to the Wish You Were Beer Show.
Scared
You
the
have joined
shit
us
out of
here
me.
live Thursday, where we always go live. This is our beer news section where we are going to be discussing beer news. I really wish I had papers to
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. It's weird that, never mind. All right, go ahead.
No, I said you don't want this shit, do we?
Yeah, so
in the chat.
This is a section of the show where we like to highlight something that's going on in the beer industry or beer adjacent industry. We did spend a lot of time talking about when Anchor Brewing went under in San Francisco, because that was Anchor Steam Beer has been a huge part of Tiffany's life, the brewing world in general for 100+ years now.
Yes.
So when
it's a unique style of creating beer. Like
Correct.
it's on its own.
And it was 120+ years old when it went under. Nobody in the industry really knew what was going to happen to it. And now there's some news out there that a yogurt billionaire has bought it, which is very interesting.
Yes. So the owner of Chobani,
It's Chobani.
whatever,
Okay.
the like Greek yogurt brand that is delicious. He purchased this company in addition to not just like the name, but he purchased all of the equipment. He purchased all of the intellectual capital and rights. So he has all the recipes and all of their like locations where they've been brewing things. So in addition to that, the employees are in a union, and he is working avidly to pull them in. So it would pretty much be exactly the same thing, just a different owner.
Yeah, and based off of everything I read in this story, he really is shooting to try to bring this beer back and not only continue to do it the way it was done, but also continue to grow that brand and potentially explore some other options within the brand as well. But I thought it was interesting because whoever wrote this story kind of barked back at it a little bit down at the bottom and was like, yeah, the industry's a little bit worried. Like a yogurt guy bought a 120+ year old beer brand with no experience brewing or being in the industry, which is a valid point. I see their concern, but the big thing with the owner and the gentleman that started Chobani, he also bought a failing industry in New York that was dairy and yogurt related.
Not the whole industry.
Right, not the industry, but the brand itself, and rebuilt it and made it into what it is, Chobani now. So I think it's going to be great. I think people that are that business minded, if you give them a product, they'll make the parameters and make it right.
Well, and I think, oh, sorry, go ahead, Phil.
No, I was just going to say, like, it's hilarious that people think, like, this guy who starts Chobani did it for his love of yogurt.
Right.
You know, it's like the guy did it because he can do products, and he can.
Correct.
And he found an industry that he could capitalize on, and it worked. My guess is he has a huge love for this beer. He's got the money to back it up, and he said, "I don't want this beer to go away. Buy into it, just let it run itself, and he's just going to own it."
Much like the rest of the average non-beer community, he had no idea that this brand or this beer existed until August of last year.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah.
He had no idea what it was, nothing, and kind of fell in love with some of the history of it after he found out it was going under.
Right. Well, I think it's that, and then also because it went under and it was such a huge loss.
Yeah.
For the beer community, this is now going to be a pretty hot commodity in a world where craft beer is everywhere.
Yeah.
So this is going to, when it's back on the shelves, I guarantee you I will buy a 6-pack of it. I haven't bought a 6-pack of it I think since Sapporo bought it.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, it's that real fear of like once it was gone, you were like, oh no.
Exactly.
It'll be gone forever. I'm really hoping he does some really nice yogurt smoothie beers with Anchor. You know,
Oh God, just crushes them.
Yeah. Let's have Oozle Finch call him up. They'll do a little yogurt smoothie Anchor Steam crossover.
Logan would so far be on board with that idea.
Why we are the marketing beer geniuses.
Yeah. I mean, we are 50% of our beers win awards. So, I mean, we're not wrong there.
Really, when you look at the odds, it works half of the time.
Our marketing works half the time, all the time.
Nah, but it was funny. Phil, I appreciate you sending us this story because as much as Tiffany loves this beer,
I had no idea.
Phil sent us this story in a group chat. Tiffany was like, "What?
I lost it.
What?"
Similarly to when I found out our beer was going to the Great American Beer Festival, I equally lost it when I saw this news story.
Similar reaction.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anything else to say before we move on to the most exciting part of the night?
About this story or just in general?
This story.
Oh, then no.
Yeah, I have nothing on this story.
No, I don't.
The pus is good.
That Tussin's going down smooth. So again, we are playing a full night of trivia tonight. So it's going to be a little bit longer than our regular trivia. Pretty much twice, three times longer. So if you haven't logged into Kahoot.it or through the Kahoot app and put in our game pin, go ahead and do that now. You are running out of time.
And tonight we have 3 different categories of trivia, which is very exciting. So you'll know the category before we start, and you can do a quick Google search and try your best.
Don't you Google search, you cheating bastards. It's just like regular trivia. I don't want to see anybody on their phone or on their okay, you can actually watch on your computer or phone, but don't look things up.
Well, they're too busy watching the show. They couldn't possibly have time to look it up. And time is of the essence with this particular trivia style. It is not just the right answer, but it's the right answer fastest.
Yes.
We currently have 7 people waiting in trivia. I think we should get this game
3
going.
more spots then.
3 more spots are open. Now, granted, you can join at any time. If you don't get in on the front end of it, or it's taking you a minute to make a team name or something like that, you can join at any time. And trust me, somebody's going to tank it. So you can come in and get the last 3 questions right and still somehow beat everyone.
Maybe not the last.
Not 100% sure how the scoring works. Never done it. So.
All right. Are we ready?
Breaks and trivia.
It's all beer breaks.
Yeah, we're just
take one whenever you want.
It's fine. Is my section up first? I think we talked.
Yeah, yours is up first. So Tiffany is going to read her questions since this will be the second time she's seen them. So Godspeed, everyone.
All right, we are starting in 15 seconds.
What in the hell am I going to do? Don't know. Oh, hey, everybody. All right. So we have a quite a few good teams here.
That's awesome.
Quite a few good teams, and I love the fact that these names may end up on your prize. So we have Leftover Olives, Huge Ass, Hoof Hearted, Who Dat, Baby. Those are two separate teams. Road Warrior, Brogurt Beer, and Try Brew Night.
That would be such a good name for the beer at Anchor.
Oh, it's fantastic. Yep.
Brogurt beer.
So
It's 5
again,
months.
if you're unfamiliar with trivia, it's not just about getting it right. It's about getting it right faster. It gives you extra points than someone who got it right slower. So go with your gut. I feel like we have to really lay out the rules on this one more than normal since there's monetary value involved.
Correct.
And by that, I mean
Good
a
luck.
shirt maybe that you can't replace.
Yeah.
Get ready.
You're going to want to make a
Ready?
quilt out of that shirt when it gets a little ratty because it's that important.
Let's start this up. Woohoo!
Oh, it's always so exciting. Trivial Bruces. I fucking hate it.
Oh, first category is
Oh, sorry. It's mine. Why are box frequently represented by a goat on labels? A mispronunciation error. They notoriously ate grain while creating this beer. The goats did. Goats were used to transport the beer. And then, okay, cool.
An escaped goat spilled a fermenting bock into the streets.
Yes. Okay. So this beer comes from Einbeck.
You gotta tell me the answer first.
Yeah,
Correct.
it's a mispronunciation error.
Yeah, but people don't know that. They've
Okay,
never seen
well, that's the correct one. So if you picked the red one, you win this question. But box came from a region in Austria called Einbeck. So they were, just like a lot of the different cities
Just like
in Germany were making their own areas.
Mm.
When Munich started kind of experimenting with other breweries and other recipes, they mispronounced Einbeck as Einbach, which also means billy goat in German. So ever since then, they are the billy goat beer.
Nice.
So yes,
I love a good bock.
also you can monks
Johann Sebastian
drink box
beer.
as part of their like during Christmas and Easter and Lent and whenever they
Is
give
that-
up food.
Was that part of what
That's just a Bach thing.
just throwing a bock
Yeah.
random fact out?
yeah, not
Don't-
even in my trivia.
Stay on the script, Tiffany.
I don't have a script ever. Oh
So
yeah,
three-
my section's called We Bought a Brew Zoo.
3 people are on the board. Let's find out who's in the lead. Huge ass.
All right. God.
Proud of you.
This prize is getting better and better. All right.
All right. We ready for question 2?
I don't know what it is, but
So
yeah.
wait, before you go on to question 2, I
Oh,
feel like there should be 1 second for the categories. We bought a brew zoo means every question in this category is going to be animal related to beer or animal themed with beer involved.
Correct.
So we'll set the next one up a little bit better. It's a first run through for us, so I apologize.
Our first trivia night.
I really apologize that there is a monetary item on the line here.
I
We
don't-
really
it's
screwed
free.
the pooch for you on this one.
This is all because Daniel yelled at me for not being on my phone, and I had my instructions on my phone. No, that's a total lie. But you know, all right. Question 2 of the We Bought a Brew Zoo category.
It's a quick.
How many Clydesdales are hitched to the Budweiser wagon?
Oh, I know this answer.
4, 6, 8, or 10?
Trick question.
Ooh.
22.
2 people.
Really?
It's 8.
It's 8?
Yes.
I thought it was always 4 too. These horses are smaller than I thought then, because there's no way there's fucking 8 of them.
I think it's just more majestic when there's 8 of them kind of like trotting around. It just looks cooler. Plus, I imagine, they're giant horses.
They are huge.
Maybe you're just thinking it's 4 deep, but aren't they always 2 next to each other?
Usually 2 wide, so I'm thinking of the side view of them.
Yeah, you would think of the 4 deep.
Plus, beer weighs a lot. Plus the wagon and the fat guy steering it because he's obviously drinking beer.
That
I'm
guy
just
seems
saying.
a little rough.
I also
You
gained
don't
weight.
want to get canceled this early in the show, please.
Vera, you can take a bathroom break, but it's going to affect your final score. So, dealer's choice. So there's 8 of them.
Correct. That's
Okay.
all I have information on that.
There's no other information on this.
I didn't really look it up.
This is probably the easiest trivia question to get information
Would
and background
you?
on. So the Clydesdales for Budweiser are used historically for a very specific reason. I just
Pulling
know this.
Wagon.
Yeah. Daniel likes to do research on this. Don't worry.
No, there's a
Very
Budweiser
knowledgeable.
plant here,
I'm
and
not
they
gonna have
used
a lot
to.
to talk about either.
There's a Budweiser plant like a mile from
And they
where
used to
I
do
grew
tours,
up, man.
and they had the Clydesdales there every once in a while. So Daniel has like firsthand experience with this.
Not with Clydesdales.
Yeah, with
Horses
Clydesdales.
scare the fuck out of me.
Clydesdales
Well,
are huge. They are scary. I don't even like. I'm not even afraid of horses, and Clydesdales are like what?
Let's find out who's in the lead for that T-shirt.
Did we decide it was a T-shirt?
Huge ass.
I thought we kept mentioning it. But
Okay,
maybe.
yeah. Because I thought it was a sex toy, but okay, I guess we're going T-shirt now.
I mean, if it's huge,
because if
ass,
huge ass wins, you're getting a used sex toy.
no,
branded.
we're giving you a fanny pack with that across the back of it.
That is pretty solid.
I know.
All right, huge ass, keep it up.
All right.
Good luck out there.
Ready for
Leftover
question
olives is
3?
coming for
We're
you.
still on the We Bought a Brew Zoo category. Here we go.
Agreed. Huge ass needs a sex toy.
Skunky beer contains the same chemical compound as a skunk's spray. True or false? It is
Ooh.
true.
People guess quick on that one.
Yeah.
that was
I mean,
a
it's a
fast
50-50, so it's
That
fine.
was a fast one.
Yeah.
I would not have guessed true on this, actually. I did not know that.
Yeah. Hold on, let me pull up that particular tab. Okay. So skunky beer and skunky spray do share the same chemical compound. It's 3-methyl-2-butane and 1-thionyl. So it's
I love a good
it's a
thionyl.
sulfur compound basically. So when the alpha acids are breaking in the hops that are breaking down the sugars, they react to sunlight, and that is what creates that molecule. And humans can detect, it's called MBT. We can detect it at super low levels, and they're saying that even like an eyedropper full in a full like pool would change if you fill a pool with beer, it would change the entire flavor. Like just a tiny bit can really screw it up. So
Makes sense.
sorry. Our cat is doing her
Sorry.
thing again.
Our cat has decided it likes to sit kitty corner to us, no joke, and just legitimately go down on herself the entire show.
And she has like a
And
And it's
floppy
very
belly.
distracting every time.
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, it's her new spot. We'll post a picture of it next week. I don't know what kind of pornography that involves or who's into that, but
It'll be on our only Fooders account. Don't worry.
Only Booters. God, it's such a good shirt. All right, let's see.
It might be the prize.
It might be the prize. Fuck around and find out. All right, let's see who's at the top of the board now.
Oh, huge ass
Yes.
is still in the lead, but did not get that one right. So
Correct.
Yeah, Hoof-hearted making a rise.
yeah, Brogert beer is coming up.
Love it. All right, let's get to the next one.
This is the last one, I think, from We Bought a Brew Zoo.
Sure.
Right?
Yes.
Wasn't
If
it
you
4?
put this shit together, you tell me.
I just noticed in the email I sent you, numbering is all fucked up. But yeah,
Oh yeah, I was aware.
yeah. Sorry, I had sent it all to Daniel, and he was supposed to send it with
Ah,
his. And-
Question.
Okay, beer is unsafe to consume for which of the following animals?
Ooh,
Horse, dog, pig, goat.
Pigs can eat anything.
anyone get this GIF reference?
Yes, I get it. It's people dancing, right? That's it.
Poison.
I know.
So horses, actually, beer is apparently good for them.
Hell yeah.
Pigs, again, they can eat anything, and goats are able to process the alcohol enzyme, but dogs cannot process the alcohol enzyme. And so they can really quickly hit alcohol poisoning or alcohol toxicity. And the smaller the dog, the less amount it takes. So
Makes sense.
please be careful when you're giving your dog beer / don't do it.
They lack those strong steel kidneys I own.
Okay. But yeah, they can't process it. They do not have the enzyme that helps break it down.
I got bullshit. My dog is a drunk. That is alcohol poisoning. Yes,
Yeah.
that is. It's not walking well for a reason.
Well, that was We Bought a Brew Zoo. I hope you
Everyone think Matt Damon. Oh no, different film.
Thank you for
I'd
coming
watch
to
this
TED
one.
Talk. I appreciate it, and I, love
Let's
all of
see.
the support that everyone has given me for this.
Only one person got this one right, so let's see who jumps up that board. And then
Huge ass ain't jumping anywhere. I think that's part of it. All right.
category one.
Leftover olives.
Have made their way up.
Look at you.
Well done.
Very exciting. So
I don't know why anyone has leftover olives. I love olives.
All right. So we're going on to the next category.
category
Before we
2.
Roll the first question. Here's the theme.
Thanks for setting me up.
I'm trying my goddamnedest, Phil. Blockbuster movies. So everything here will be beer related, but from a movie.
I'm excited.
So all you cinephiles out there, get ready.
It's about to get weird. Only fooders.
Is cinephile an acceptable term? All right. What beer was featured in both the original Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick? Was it Budweiser, Bud Light, Coors, or Pabst Blue Ribbon? God, I love. Look at that volleyball.
The best scene in the whole thing.
Best scene in the whole thing.
No one got this one right?
So it was 100% Budweiser. Yeah. And my favorite thing about this category is all of these are related to how much that beer brand picked up business within the following 12 months after spending a shit ton of money to be in any one of these films. So the numbers seem small, but Budweiser had a 5% gain year over year just from spending like $10 million on the original one to be in a cooler in the background, and they gauged it off of time. So the original Top Gun, it was on screen for upwards of 4 minutes invisible. The Top Gun Maverick one, they kept the original beer brand Budweiser, and there was only in there for like 2.5 minutes, but still like the year over year numbers were equally as good just from 4 minutes, 2 minutes. There's a lot of things that come into play there, but obviously this one was tying it directly to this potential advertising set. But yes, Budweiser, all American, Top Gun, all
Bud heavy,
Scientology, but still.
They must be drinking it in the bar scene. Like, Is that like all they're drinking?
The original bar scene, if you notice, and what's funny is even some of the ones in the original bar scene aren't even labeled. It was just the specific bottle shape and the color of it. Yeah. So they labeled some of them in the movie and close-up shots, but not in the background ones. But you just knew it was Budweiser based off the shape of the bottle, the shape of the label. Real smart. Those Clydesdales are fucking intelligent.
And I will say, I think after watching Top Gun, a nice Bud Heavy is like exactly what I want to drink.
Yeah.
Like,
if I'm getting an F-16, I want Bud Heavy on my stomach when I'm pulling those G's.
You know who really likes Bud Heavy? My dog. My dog.
No.
I actually named my dog Bud Heavy. He's a little fat, and he's my buddy.
He's a little weird.
Bud Heavy coming up. All right. Let's see who got it right. Oh,
no one.
Never mind.
They have the same scores.
Leftover olives still in the lead.
You're going to want some of those leftover olives after drinking a 6-pack of Bud Heavy.
Ready for question 2?
I was born ready. I don't remember what it was, but
6 of 12.
Oh, in the 1993 film The Firm, a refrigerator was shown that was full of what beer? Corona, Red Stripe, Peroni, or Bud Light? Oh, we're big Firm fans.
Wow.
Interesting.
I would have never guessed that when I read this question, when I saw the answer for it, I was like, what?
I could not place it either. I was like, man, I remember The Firm. I remember the movie very well. And I was like, what the fuck? Was it Red Stripe? Like, I had to go back and look up the clip of it. And sure enough, this is a similar situation, though. So years and years ago, when you're advertising in movies, they were pretty specific on branding compared to like what they are now. So Red Stripe put their beer in that fridge, unlabeled, similar coloring, but everybody knows that Red Stripe bottle.
Yeah, it's a cute one.
Yep. There wasn't another beer at the time, especially when this movie came out, that was anything close to that. So you didn't even have to label it. You could have just put brown bottles in there at that size and that height. And same idea. Red Stripe at the time was not unknown in the States. Obviously, it's still a big beer brand, but it wasn't as prevalent or popular. I saw a 3.5% jump year over year just from being in that film that ended up working out. Because when you look at advertising in those movies, I read a story from one of the like CEOs of Red Stripe at the time, and he said like it's a crapshoot. This movie could tank. Like, sure, Tom Cruise is a big deal right now, but this movie could go straight to DVD, if you will. And now we just spent millions of dollars on bullshit.
93, that's going to VHS.
I'm trying to use a term
that's going to Laserdisc.
Fuck, I love Laserdisc. I have 2001 Space Odyssey on a Laserdisc. Sorry. All right.
Because you got to flip it over halfway through.
Yep. You got to get up during a 4-hour movie that you already fell asleep in and turn it over. Like, yeah.
They couldn't put it all in one giant disc. You got to flip the thing over like a freaking pancake.
I just love that our trivia themes are true to our personal interests.
I didn't put anything about pornography in here. It's all movies.
I mean, it's movies.
It's real
which
movies.
Technically, it does fall
I
under the
didn't put
umbrella.
anything about Brogert in here.
So. Brogert. All right. That being said, let's see where Brogert ended up.
You just
you ass is back.
Just when you think you can get ahead of it, a huge ass gets right in front of you. We're all familiar.
Driving that.
Everyone is still super close though. Like,
yeah,
you have a fighting chance still in this.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a good chance your huge ass is winning a prize. Again, I love this name.
Halfway through questions, so it is still anyone's game.
I will. I'm going to preemptively say this, but Daniel, and Tiffany, you both did so much research on your questions. I'm just going to let everyone know the reason I'm last is if we run out of time, I did none. So we're going to get the answer, and then we're going to the next question.
I also love how much you know this show, and you're like, well, fuck, we're going to run out of time, so if I just go last.
Yeah.
Nope. Sorry.
Real quick. All right. Next question.
All right. So in 2012, Daniel Craig as James Bond switched out his martini for what beer? Was it a Peroni, a Heineken, a Red Stripe, or a Bud Light? Also, one of my favorite still shots of Daniel Craig.
I love that scene. It's so good.
Yep.
Don't think it was from Bond, though.
No, not that one. Very correct.
Everyone got it right.
So everyone nailed that one. Yeah, so good. We at least go back in cinematic history to 2012.
I do remember that year.
TikTok's the son of a bitch. Andrew, thank you for stopping by and keeping up with us. I appreciate that. But yes, it is Heineken. Correct answer. I don't have a lot of backdrop on this one other than this is some of the early instances, early 2000s to mid 2000s, when they started to actually pay for branding in a movie and the full label was on there, which is Heineken spent a shit ton of money on this. But it is visible with a character like James Bond, who's historically a shaken, not stirred guy, has a very long history. So that was an expensive buy for them. They went up almost 8.5% year over year from the time that movie came out to the next year.
Well, and then when Heineken released the 0%, he was on the commercial as well.
Correct.
As like a follow-up.
They doubled down on it like 2 years
like,
later.
Daniel Craig's a winner. Look at us.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. Have you seen him?
Trust me, it's not important.
He's big into the porn industry, remember? So.
Big into the Bond industry. Okay, let's see.
I remember this being a huge deal because this was like all over the place. I remember because they announced it even before the movie came out. Like this was actually for Heineken to buy into this. They didn't just get the shot in the movie. They got all the press prior to the movie starting. They got because it was like such a huge deal for him to change out from a martini.
Well, when you think about it, exactly, it's been going on since the 60s of him having this standard line, and then all of a sudden we're gonna have a beer when he sits down at the bar. That's a huge media grab,
really threw a lot of the Bond.
I do wonder what other brands were in the running for it. Like, could you imagine if he sat down? He's like, "I'll have a Smirnoff Ice." You know, it just would not have worked, but they may have thrown it in there.
So I think the funny part for me is I think it's a huge grab for Heineken, but can you imagine? I'm sure there was a lot of different people involved in wanting to get involved in that. Like 90 different brands came to the table, and I guarantee you the film companies sought out 90 different brands to make sure. If Daniel Craig, with his accent historically as Bond, goes for a Bud Heavy, this movie sucks. He has to take a Heineken. Peroni would have been a good option as well if they were in Italy in the scene or whatever. But yeah, it was a smart grab on their end.
Yeah. All right. So many people got this right, which means that this could be a game changing.
Now, huge ass is still bringing up the rear, forward the front.
Oh, huge ass is
Huge
but
ass.
Try Brew Night.
I don't think you could call them that.
They are here.
Do I have one or two more? I think I have two more questions.
You did 5.
Jeez. Well, look at you, overachiever.
You got to stop letting me drink and send you emails, man.
Here we go.
All right. All right. So in the Transformers film, Mark Wahlberg crashes his spaceship into the side of a truck carrying what beer? Budweiser, Heineken, Coors, or Bud Light? That original Transformer clip there would never crash. That's the idea. Correct. It is a giant Bud Light truck. And this was a great instance of not only like commercial success of a film, and I say that loosely because this variation of Transformers did not do well, but they took full advantage of the ad placement. He not only runs into the damn tractor trailer that is heavily logoed with Bud Light, he takes advantage of it spilled out and takes a beer and drinks it on screen in the midst of all this chaos and everything that's going on. It was a really good product placement in the sense that they actually used it. It wasn't just a billboard in the background that somebody spent $40 million on. You got Marky Mark and his Funky Bunch that died in the crash, like slamming a Bud Light on screen, which is amazing.
I feel like this was one of the Transformers movies that had a ton of product placement in it, though.
Yep.
Which sometimes can also, like, I with so much of it, it can kind of get mushed and watered down too. Yep. I just remember that movie having a ton of it for some reason.
It did, because it didn't do well, so they needed everyone to buy in. I think they knew it wasn't going to do well, so they're like, "Hey, we need $100 million."
Well, it's just keeping up a franchise that doesn't necessarily have a good storyline to like continue dragging it out. Like, you're going to need to find money to keep up with that level of production, but not necessarily have the backing of individual contributors.
Yeah, Harvey Weinstein was already out at this point, so they had to find some other avenues of dirty money.
Mm-hmm.
So they went to AB. All right, let's see how everybody's doing.
Road Warrior. I feel like they have been sneaking up the entire time.
Yeah, it's because you can't see them in their side mirror, but I got to check twice for them. You watch out for me, motorcycle. All right, sorry. No. Just a personal opinion of mine that is not related to the show or anyone else involved. Disclaimer.
We have one more for Block Brewster Movies.
Oh, shit. Oh, this is yeah, I know this one. All right. In the 2002 Spider-Man film, Spider-Man lands next to a tractor trailer with what beer brand labeled on it? Carlsberg, Bud Light, Miller High Life, or Coors Light? That was a gimme if you're paying attention.
I wasn't. I was on my phone.
Obviously, you dickhead.
Yeah, way to say Carlsberg beforehand.
I did. I started to say it. I was like, oh, yes, the Carlsberg question. So it is Carlsberg, which is also a weird money grab for when this movie came out. Carlsberg is actually, I don't know if everybody's familiar with it. I don't know if you've ever had one. It's a beautiful green can that just has like beautiful script writing on it and just has Carlsberg Pilsner. Mm-hmm. It's an amazing beer brand. Extremely old. It is listed as one of the better beers in the history of beer, even though it's well distributed now and kind of.
It's a solid Pilsner.
it's more than a solid Pilsner. It's been around a long time.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if you're looking for a like just traditional, like this is a Pilsner, it's a great one to grab.
Don't make it sound unexciting.
No, Pilsner is my favorite type of beer.
I know.
Steam beer is a very close second.
Oh, Jesus.
But
all right. Anyway, it definitely is on the tractor trailer. This was a huge money grab for them. They spent $40 million on it, and they made $128 million off of that single advertisement. Actually reported by Carlsberg and tracked the following year, which is batshit crazy. Good investment, triple your money. That's hard to come by.
It's funny to me that Carlsberg, they just kind of came out of nowhere and were like, we're just going to, because you don't see it very often, right? Nope. You don't see it marketed. You don't see it. And out of nowhere, they were like, hey, we just want to join that 2002 Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's like, you guys got Tobey Maguire? Fuck you.
Kissing upside down. What? We are in.
We're sold. Like, and it's crazy that like none of the other brands outbid them, I guess. You know, like
they weren't big Kirsten Dunst fans at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, but who is really?
I assume Mr. Dunst.
All right, let's find out. Only 2 people got this one right. Do you think it was Huge Ass?
Huge Ass knows a lot about Carlsberg, and I assume Spider-Man. I was correct. Oh, I love it. All right, let's get to Phil's category. This is exciting because I want to find out how little effort went into this.
Yeah. Oh, very little.
What is your theme?
Oh, on the plus side, we're running long, so this is perfect.
It worked out perfect.
The theme for my category, there's only 4 questions, I think. Don't duff it up.
Is it The Simpsons?
This is The Simpsons.
Fucking A, right.
And I will tell you, if you're one of those weird people who don't know much about The Simpsons, you'll probably know at least like 2 of these.
Yeah,
because
100%.
There's no way to avoid not knowing these.
Valid.
All right, here we go. The final section. This is where it is all coming down to of who's going to get that sweet, sweet merch.
Which one of you huge asses is going to... All right.
Who is the mascot for Duff Beer?
Oh, shit.
You only did
Duff
2.
Guy, Duffy, Max Duff, or Duffman?
You literally put 0 effort into this, and I love it.
Look, 2 people didn't get it. So, I thought maybe with the answers, you might because you're going quick, you might go, oh yeah, it's Duff Guy.
Obviously, Duff Guy.
And Max Duff is a play on Max Power, if you also
Correct.
get that Simpsons reference.
Familiar.
All right. So that's all that I did. That's literally all I
That's
did.
my only question.
Yeah, but you have one more, I think.
No, there's a few more questions, but I don't have any more research on Duffman.
Okay.
The question and the answer is pretty much the information. Next. Oh, let's see who's up.
Jesus.
Huge Ass did not get this. I think Huge Ass might not be a Simpsons fan, which means
It's me. I'm the weird people. And I've never seen The Simpsons.
wow.
Oh, no. The scores will fall.
This is going to be interesting.
All right.
Because Huge Ass was probably feeling pretty confident up until now. Here we go.
Subscribe harder, but that's
We
a
have
different page.
A
Andrew.
lot of different socials.
That's our only
Oh,
Twitter page.
God.
Next question. Quiz. What is the name of the bar that Homer frequently visits?
It's obviously.
Moe's Bar, Moe's Tavern, or Moe's Brewery?
It's not the Drunken Clan.
Good. See, this one was one of those ones I think everyone would know. But does anyone know the M's reference?
I don't know the M's reference.
There was one time where Moe wanted to classy up his bar.
I remember that
Yes.
episode.
So he called it M.
Yeah, he made it fancy.
I do
Yeah.
remember.
He Aziz and Zari'd it.
All let's see.
Oh no, leftover olives is on a string.
Oh, I think Huge Ass has given up. Huge Ass is out.
Obviously, the huge ass.
Flaming Mo. Oh, yeah. I wish I was going to put a Flaming Mo's question in this. All right. Ready for the next one? The next one. Last one. Finish this quote to alcohol, the cause of and solution to my mental health, all of life's problems, something, something, or eating my shorts. Ooh.
All of life's problems.
All of life's problems. One of my favorite lines. I think I've
Yep.
said it every time I'm drunk. All right. That's it. That's trivia night.
So now we find out.
We're going to find out who's going to win.
Moment of truth.
Are we ready?
Yeah,
All right, let's do it.
All right. Huge ass, did you make a comeback at the very end?
All right, third place.
Third place wins nothing.
Try.
You win nothing, but well
Second
done.
place wins nothing.
Leftover
no!
olives.
Yes!
Road Warrior got fourth, baby. You got fifth.
I'm so excited for huge ass.
I don't want to hear about your weekend. Let's keep it together.
It is Pride Month.
It is Pride Month. Yeah, you do you, boo. You're right.
All right.
Here's how this is gonna work. Huge ass. I don't want to know what your name is. I don't want to know where you live.
I mean, we have to, but
Those are-
don't tell everybody else.
Yeah, stay out of the comments about your huge ass. All you need
Unless
to do.
you really want to.
This is based off the honor system. So if you
Don't be a
are
dick.
huge ass, send us an email at contact@wishyouwereabeershow.com. Use the code huge ass, but don't tell everybody.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
fuck.
how it
No, I
works.
fucked that one up. There's got to be a better way to do that.
We're going to take the honor system. So if anyone else emails us who did not win and there's 2 or 3 in this inbox, no one's winning anything. So don't be that.
Oh my God. Don't
Don't
punish
be-
huge ass for everyone else's
Yeah.
mistakes.
So we're
No,
going
we just need a Rochambeau for it. And we draw straws. So
send us the name you want on the packaging to arrive at your house. Because if you send us not your name, then it's going to be delivered to huge ass. Send us your t-shirt size in case we decide to send a t-shirt.
and favorite 3 colors of t-shirts.
Ugh, boy, we are really fucking up the sex toy game. We're giving a lot of parameters. Just let me
Yeah.
send you a sex toy.
I mean, or the size of the sex toy. Send us whichever size you want of that too.
Yeah, if it
American Challenge
if
size.
it comes back as medium and black, I'm gonna call bullshit.
Send us an email with your shirt size and your name and address, and we are going to send you a shirt or something else. I don't know, but probably a shirt.
Probably a shirt.
I mean, huge ass did win, so we could do a fanny pack.
I mean, honestly, if we labeled a Wish You Were a Beer Show fanny pack as huge ass, get out of here. I don't have time. We'll come up with some ideas.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
And for those who lost, go to our merch store. You can just buy your own shirt.
Buy a shirt, loser.
Oh man,
The
For winners.
I
spend
can't wait to pick out the shirt for huge ass. I think it might be this Free Lolita one.
That's what I'm saying. If we go back to some of our old shirts, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah. So do yourself a solid. Spend a good 10-15 minutes going through these shirts because this is essentially 2 years of dumb ideas
Of Phil going, let's
into
do a shirt.
shirts. And a lot of them are related to things that either came up or were said during episodes in the past. So a lot of them are just stupid inside jokes as well. Anyway, I can't recommend our shirts enough. They're fantastic.
And oh no, it hasn't come in yet. Sorry, I can see the comments. Andrew said, "Buy a shirt and tell people that you won." Andrew, that might be risky though, because we actually might custom make a shirt for this winner as well.
Yeah, with a name
But
like
they
huge
won't
ass,
know that necessarily.
they will thrive on that.
I also can recommend "Don't Microwave Beer." That's a good
Uh,
one. Donkey basketball champions.
That one's still one of my favorites.
uh,
Team Bees.
I mean, you could put a Team Bees.
I
I mean-
survived dry January misspelled entirely.
I mean, these are some solid shirts.
I forgot about Team B's already. God damn it.
Diabetes.
Yeah, do yourself a solid and look through these shirts. It is absolutely ridiculous. And I think even if you didn't necessarily know the episode, you'd be like, the fuck is this shirt?
Team B's works for everyone. I don't
Yeah.
care who you are.
Also one of my favorites. Better than drinking a baby.
That's so
Uh,
true.
Yeah, you got some good ones to choose. What goes around?
Oh,
All right. So get excited. Send us an email. Once again, contact@truebeershow.com.
Yes, huge ass. Make sure you reach out to us only if you have a huge ass.
Nope.
Also-
you don't need to
Very
send
specific
any
style.
Photos. No photos required.
Yeah. And let us know if you like doing trivia tonight. You can also send us an email anyways. Just let us know if we want to, because we had been considering kind of doing trivia nights.
Yep.
So if this was fun for everyone, we would. I'd be down for doing this again. I had a blast.
Yeah, this was a dry run, other than how wet a huge ass made me. But other than that, it was pretty much a dry run,
Sorry, I was
and I
taking
think
a-
it's fun. We could do this with some regularity, and I think it'd be a blast.
So go leave comments on our Instagram saying do another trivia night or something like that,
Yeah.
because we need some. Yeah, just
Don't
Let
send
us
us, don't send us weird shit though, man. The internet's getting rough.
do it real weird. The
Yeah.
weirder, the better.
I gave a beautiful person a $10 bill out of my mouth at a Pride event this weekend, and all the internet wants to talk about is how dirty money is. I'm like, bitch, I survived COVID. There ain't nothing on this dollar bill that I ain't ingested in the past 2 years.
Plus, if you get sick, you can just have some tussin. You
I
know?
love tussin.
I love the tuss.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah, I saw that video on our Insta.
Pacific fan. Sup, guys? Hey, Tip.
Hi.
Oh, all right.
What's up, two dudes? Hello, Tiffany.
Doesn't know our name.
That's fine.
I got a name.
They're not on the screen or anything like that.
Yeah,
Oh, I always forget. I spend every week introducing this, and our names are at the bottom.
I think that's the point.
I
We still
gotta-
gotta like formally introduce ourselves.
I gotta read. Listen, guys, this has been a great show. We do this every week, every Thursday
Not
night.
this trivia, but we do a show
Correct.
every week.
Sometimes we have a guest on. Sometimes we do a deep dive into a beer, a brewery. Sometimes we do a local spotlight. We're going to start doing some trivia nights because I think this was a lot of fun. Some nights we just might talk about like getting old and like what hurts and how beer helps. But still, it's beer related or beer adjacent at least every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. You can find us on all our social medias. You can find us at the website at the top. And if you're unfamiliar with the show, reach out to someone in your life that's a huge ass, and they'll probably have a shirt or a fanny pack here shortly to remind you that we exist.
And don't forget to tell your friends that this show exists. The more, the merrier.
You're watching this, you don't have any friends.
But-
See you next week.
What? I disagree. I think all these people have friends, but they've chosen us. It's like the claw.
The claw. Claw chooses.
Yeah. You should.
Huge ass.
That was fun. Oh, even Vero thinks so. She says this is fun. Agreed.
How are you gonna bring comments during the
It's
end
fine.
credits?
Are we still live? We're still live. Thanks, Phil. You didn't turn us off.
No, I ended it, but it's not going. I'm getting the spinning wheel of death right now.
Oh, we might still be live.
It's fine.
This is my real hair piece.
Oh, we are live. Yeah.
It's a little split.
Having trouble? Yeah. No, you're having trouble.
Oh my